Hey, what is up guys? We're down here at the Acer booth at IFA 2017, seeing some of their new products and some of the stuff that they've had out a little while and some of the stuff they've just announced really. One such thing that is brand new is this, and it's called the Switch 7. So this is essentially all about maximum flexibility while maintaining a high level of performance. So it's a laptop, it's a tablet, but if you're the sort of person that does want to have one thing that does everything, then something like the Switch 7 is actually going to be ideal for you. But another thing that is actually quite interesting and something that is quite cool for us people that like to play games is they've announced a new convertible. So it's a tablet that can be converted into a laptop or vice versa, but it's actually one that's more marketed at gamers, and this is called the Nitro 5 Spin. This has a GTX 1050 in it, so not the most powerful graphics card out there. But if you're someone that wants to be able to play things like League of Legends, Dota, Counter-Strike Go, then this is going to do a really good job at that. But of course you can convert it, you can fold the keyboard back down, and then you can use it as more of a tablet type thing. So if you want flexibility and you want to play games, then this is actually quite an interesting product. A few other things that have been announced, things like new projectors, which, let's be honest, I don't really tend to cover that much. We've got a new slim desktop, but they've actually announced a few new gaming products as well. We've got a very big beast of a computer here. This is the Orion 9000, and yes, I am looking at notes because there's a lot of configuration options here. I mean, obviously this is a very, very big system. This is going to be for enthusiasts that just don't want to build their own PC, don't really want to have too much knowledge, I guess, about what's going on inside other than just raw performance. So this one here, it's got two Vega GPUs inside, and of course they are hooked up via Crossfire, which should give you some pretty insane frame rates. Vega 64, so you can get up to 4-way Vega 64 in here, which is obviously something you wouldn't be able to do with NVIDIA SLI really these days. But if you do want to go down the NVIDIA route, you can get two 1080 Ti's in SLI. Processor-wise, it's going to be pretty powerful as well. You're looking at i9s here, so if you want to have the 18-core Intel processor, this is going to do it, which is pretty high-end. And obviously it is going to be a very high-end price as well. Moving down, you probably want a high-end monitor for such a high-end system. And then this is probably the thing that's got me the most excited at the moment. It's the new Predator X35. So before it was the X34, now it's the X35. So this is an inch bigger, but it's also now 200 hertz. So that's 100 hertz up from before, so double. We've got NVIDIA G-Sync here, 4 millisecond response time, assuming obviously you change some of the settings, but that's a video for another day. Quantum dot HDR technology. I've said quite a few times I don't really know what more I'd want from a gaming monitor, but just in general this should be good for everything, and if you're someone that wants to play Counter-Strike Go at the best quality settings on the best monitor, this is still probably going to be the best way to do it. Finally, moving to the laptop section, we've got a brand new laptop as well, and this is using a GTX 1080, one of the mobile chips, but you can see just how slim this is. You wouldn't have thought this was a GTX 1080 based laptop. Normally they're much bigger than this. So this is actually going to be pretty portable. It's very similar to the Zephyrus from Acer Orion in the sense that all of the keyboard stuff is down towards the front to make space for the thermal solution that they've got at the top. But if you want something that's portable, something that's really powerful, this is going to be a fantastic way to do it. Now, switching around to the other side of the room, there is one other thing that is actually worth not only checking out, but if you're a content creator or maybe you just want a 4K monitor, but 60 Hz isn't quite good enough for you, then maybe you should check out what Acer are offering with their new Predator monitor. 27 inches, 4K. At the moment it's running at 120 Hz. I'm not sure if that's entirely final. The spec sheets didn't actually specify what the final specs of this monitor will be. We've got a Tobii eye tracker at the bottom as well, which can be used in games like Tomb Raider, that can sort of track your eyes essentially. So it has a thing called gaze tracking, so if you're looking at something on screen it can then illuminate, and games can take advantage of this, and it can be used in a whole host of other applications. But realistically, 4K, 120 Hz, I think it goes higher than that, but don't quote me on that. Pretty damn incredible. So this is really everything from the Acer booth. I hope you've enjoyed everything that there is on offer here. Obviously, again, a massive thank you to Philips for actually sponsoring this trip and taking us out here. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in some more IFA coverage.